everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Chrisantadelao. I'm 36 years old, mother of 4, and I just finished my first semester of nursing school. And so in today's video, I just wanted to share and do a recap of my first semester and share any tips and share my experience of what it was like, because I think it's so neat to have different perspectives of different nursing schools, because not every nursing school is the same. And I really did think that every nursing school was the same. So I hope that this gives you some kind of insight and a different perspective of how, when you apply for nursing school, you know what type of nursing school you want to apply to. And just to let you know that there are different nursing schools that can cater to your type of learning and your type of needs. So if you're interested in that, stick around and listen. Okay, first I want to excuse this. Right, I just came back from the gym and I wanted to quickly film this video because it's just a sit down, and it's my first semester and it's really fresh in my mind, and I just finished nursing school about 3 days ago. So yeah, I wanted to get this out there and hopefully be of some use to you. So just a little bit about the nursing program. I am in a traditional BSN program, and that means that I did my first 2 years dedicated to the core and prerequisite requirements to get into nursing school. And then the last 2 years are dedicated to just nursing school and nursing classes. And although my path has been anything but traditional, this is actually my second degree. I'm not doing, a lot of questions I get is if I'm in an accelerated nursing program. No, I'm in a traditional program, and with my 2 years of nursing school, there are 5 semesters. My first degree I got back in 2017. I graduated with my bachelor's in history. Wanted to do teaching at the time. I started college in 2009 and I didn't graduate until 2017 because I met my husband while we were both in college, fell in love, and then we had 4 kids. I had all 4 of my kids while attending school. And I've been wanting to be a nurse since I graduated high school, but it was a lot of back and forths. A lot of it was due to me not believing in myself and not thinking I was worthy enough to become a nurse, because it is hard. It is hard classes. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of your time. And then before I knew it, I was married and I had 4 kids. And even through those 8 years of me being in school, I was going back and forth between taking science classes, taking my history classes, and then finally after my 4th kid, I was done. I thought I just need to make money at this point. So I went ahead and graduated my history degree. I did do teaching, but even then I was back and forth with nursing. And if you're not familiar with my background, I've actually attended an LVN program that it was an hour away from my hometown, and I just wanted something that was quick, and I thought easy for me, because I thought, well, it's an LVN. It was nothing but easy. Oh my gosh, that nursing program was very military style, very different from the program that I'm in now. I have very, very, very much respect for anybody that goes through that program, because it was hard. It was very strict, and it was just very military type of nursing school, and they do it for a reason. I'm not bashing them. I think anybody who goes through that is incredible. It wasn't for me, and I ended up dropping out and came back to teaching. So now I went ahead and applied to the same university where I got my first degree in, because it's here in town. This nursing program is only 4 years old. We're the 4th cohort. So now that I give you a little backstory of myself and my nursing school, I just gave you a very short edited version. This nursing program is dedicated to rural and border health. I live very close to the border. I was actually raised on the border. The border is an hour and a half away. We are surrounded by Border Patrol, and if you don't know, I'm sure you do know, rural health just has so many, we just lack a lot of resources. There's a lot of adversity when it comes to rural health, and so our program is focused on that, and that's very near and dear to my heart because I've worked here as a CNA, I've worked as a hospice aide, and I've seen how much our patients can struggle because of lack of resources. So the fact that we get to focus on that and see if we can find a solution to whatever the need is, I think is really wonderful, and it can make a huge impact on our community. So these next 2 years, like I said, are compromised into 5 semesters. We just finished our first semester, which was during the summer. It was 12 weeks long, and we did pharmacology with dosage calculations and what we called essence of professional nursing, but it was basically community health. Our pharmacology and dosage was taught in person once a week by the same professor. It was mixed together, and then our community health class was online. This nursing program has only been at our university for 4 years, and in those 4 years there's been different professors, and there's been 2 nursing directors. So this director that we have now, she's absolutely wonderful. So it is still so new, and so there is a lot of kinks. I want to say that it wasn't difficult for me just because there are still a lot of ironing that needs to be done. And our professor that we had, she was brand new. It was her first semester teaching, and so we had a lot of leeway because she was still trying to understand. And it can have pros and cons. The pros were that it was very much handheld throughout the program, and the cons were that there really wasn't a lot of structure. When you're training to become a nurse, you want to make sure that your teacher is structured because it's so important to learn the material. Or if you see a difference, I had to change the battery. Yeah, so because it's so brand new, it wasn't structured and organized by that professor. She was brand new, and so a lot of the learning we had to do on our own. And I really tried not to be worried about it because our program, we're not dedicating classes to solely pediatrics, solely mental health, solely maternal and newborn, solely pharmacology, although we did have a pharmacology dedicated to that. But our program is dedicated to the lifespan. So every single class we take, everything is going to be incorporated. I think, this is my opinion, but I think our summer semester was a good introduction into nursing school, trying to figure out how to learn, trying to figure out how to navigate and use ATI, because ATI alone has so many great resources. It wasn't too stressful, although we did have stressful times because, like I said, a lot of the times our professor wasn't ready and she wasn't organized and she wasn't tech savvy. So that was the most stressful part. And then our final was very stressful as well. That just, it didn't go as planned. So it was stressful in the sense because it wasn't organized. But on the plus side, the silver lining is I got to have an introduction where it wasn't so overwhelming to know what to expect, sort of, going into nursing school. So it has its pros and cons, being that it's such a new program. It really wasn't so difficult, but I don't expect that for these upcoming semesters at all. So that's just something that I wanted to share about my program, just in case you go into a nursing program that's very brand new. Just be willing to be flexible. You have to be flexible, and you have to let go of control, because there are a lot of things that are out of your control, and you just have to take it day by day and literally assignment by assignment. As a nursing school in whole, it can be very overwhelming. Take it assignment by assignment and try to figure out the type of learning that works for you. One of the resources that really helped me out was Picmonic. I'm very much a visual learner. I do love to listen to podcasts. Straight A Nursing is a great resource. And when there is a type of whenever I'm at the gym or I'm walking and I know that I need to delve deeper or find a different type of learning or find a different resource to help me learn it, maybe I just needed to hear it differently from somebody else. Podcasts, YouTube, those are all really great resources. Podcasts, mainly straight A nursing. YouTube, we've all heard of Registered RN. I haven't done simple nursing yet, but I've heard good things about that program, that YouTube channel. Picmonic, straight A nursing podcast, and Registered RN really helped me through pharmacology. Sometimes it just takes somebody else to teach it, because you'll hear it a different way and it will click. Also, the teach back method, if you can teach it to somebody, if you can explain it to somebody, then you've learned it. Another great way is using a whiteboard, writing down everything that you do know, and then going back to your notes and seeing if you missed anything and just keep writing it down. For me, writing things down really helps it stick. So figure out ways that help you learn it. It might not just be one way, it might be multiple different ways. And figure out a study schedule, figure out a study routine. I know I really didn't talk much about my nursing program just because it was so quick, and really there was just so many kinks that our professor was trying to figure out. We did a lot of the learning on our own. We only met once a week for pharmacology, and then the rest we just studied on our own. And like I said, it was more like an introduction, because we're still going to be doing community health nursing and we're still going to be doing pharmacology. So I kind of appreciated that about my nursing program. And if this is your first video of mine, it might not make sense, but I'm really proud of myself for finishing this semester, and I finished with A's, because I, in the past, have quit anytime things got hard. I'm 36 years old and I'm just starting to learn and reflect on my decisions, and I'm starting to learn why I make decisions the way I do, and it's just a whole process. So I've gone through a lot just emotionally. Like, I'm somebody who lives in my head, and for me to have finished nursing school and to come out with 2 A's, I'm really, really proud of myself, and I want nothing more than to finish this nursing program. Like I said, it's been something that I've been wanting to do since I graduated, but I've been in my head. I've been my own worst enemy. I've been the one to hold me back, and for me to be here and to be starting my 2nd semester is it's a huge blessing. And the reason I even share my journey is because I don't think there's a lot of moms on here who are sharing their journey, and especially moms like me who are very emotional and make decisions because of their emotions. That has been me, which is why I've been so messy all over the place, because I've let my emotions take control. But we are here. We're standing firm, we're moving forward. Even if we are doubting, even if we have a lot of fear, we know in our core that nursing is what we are meant to do, and so we're stepping forward. And so just some really quick tips. If you're somebody like me who lives in their head, I'm gonna tell you, quit thinking and just do it. Just start nursing school. If you're here, I'm assuming that you're a mom who has a lot of doubts, who has a lot of worries, who doesn't know if they could do it. I'm going to tell you right now, stop thinking and start doing. I can say that because that's what I needed to hear. I am where I am because of this, which is nowhere. Okay, my kids, my family is my #1 priority. I love them to death, and everything that I do is for them. But I have been in my head for so long, not thinking that I was worthy, or not thinking that I deserved to be a nurse. Because to me, nurses, I hold them up really high on a pedestal. My aunt is a nurse, and she has been the one to push me forward every single year to become a nurse, and I look up to her. She's been an ICU nurse for over 30 years, or she's been a nurse for over 30 years, but she's currently an ICU nurse. And I've been in my head. I've been circling, I've been questioning, I've been doubting, all because of my head. So I'm telling you now, it's not as bad as we make it out to be in our own head. Get out of your head, take action, and just do it. Just do it, because you have no idea what it's actually like until you do it. And maybe you find out it wasn't for you, and that's okay. That's okay. You can let it go and you can move on and do something else. For me, it was always teaching and nursing, but I was in teaching, and although I loved it, I really did. I loved the kids, I loved the connections, I loved the act of teaching, which is why I think I love YouTube so much. But anyways, it wasn't, I knew I was meant for more. And I don't want that to come off as haughty or I'm better than a nurse. No. I mean, or that I'm better than a teacher. I also have so much respect for teachers. But I knew nursing was for me. And so I never felt complete as a teacher. And it's why I haven't given up on nursing. And it's why I'm here, because I finally got out of my head and I'm in it. And although, don't get me wrong, I still struggle a lot in my head, but it's nowhere to where it used to be. I'm moving forward with those thoughts, with those fears, and I'm not letting them deter me or stop me from what I actually want to do. So first tip, mama, just do it. Get out of your head. You have no idea what you can accomplish. You have no idea what your potential is until you actually try it and go for it. My second tip is find your nursing friend group. Oh my gosh, y'all, when I went into nursing school, first of all, it's very small. Very, very small class. Now there's only 15. There used to be 17, and we're actually the biggest class so far, and I'm the oldest. I'm 36. Everybody else, they're in their 20s, and so I really thought I was going to be a loner. And when one of them had asked me if I wanted to be part of their nurse friend, part of their group chat, I felt like I was being asked to sit at the cool kids table. You know what I mean? I know that sounds so dorky, but I felt so odd and so out because I was the oldest. And for them to have asked me to be part of the group, I was honored, and I'm so glad I did, because we keep up with each other. Sometimes one of us may forget something. Sometimes we want to ask the professor something, but she might have answered it in class, so we'll ask the friend group, and we have each other's backs. We help each other with resources. We help each other if we wanted to study, you know. It makes nursing school so much better to know that you have a nursing group friend to fall back on, because your husband or your wife or your friends, they may not understand where you're coming from because they're not in nursing school with you. Sometimes you just need a nursing group to vent to, because it gets frustrating. It can be so frustrating and very overwhelming. And so having a good support group in nursing school is so essential for your health and for your success. So try to open yourself up, because even as a nurse, you're going to have to work as a team. So start using that muscle of reaching out, asking for help, making friends, talking to people. It's going to help you out so much. I hope those helped you out. That's all I have for today. I really hope that this video gave you some, I hope it helped you in some way and gave you some insight on a different type of nursing school, because I don't think there's one like mine out there that's focused on rural and border health, and that is still very brand new. Yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. I very much love to film my journey, and I love to show my perspective because I am a mom. And although I'm no longer working, I'm glad I'm not, because I got my schedule and oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm so glad that I have the support from my husband to be able to stay home and just focus on my studies. My grades are very important because I do plan on getting a higher education in the future, but as of right now, I just need to graduate nursing school. And so I hope that you stick around, and I hope that in the meantime, I can inspire you and motivate you and show you how I do it so that you know that you can do it as well. But I also learned so much from y'all. I have so many great, amazing people on here leaving me amazing tips, encouraging words. So much wisdom is dropped down in the comments. So if you are one of them, I love you. I appreciate you so much. And I just want to thank you for being here, showing support, and just building this community, which was my intent this whole time when starting this YouTube channel, is to build a community of other women who are also chasing their dreams, whether it's nursing or whatever it is, whatever career field you're in. Just know that you're not alone and that it's okay to pursue your dreams as a mother. And I think it's even more powerful and more impactful because your kids get to see you. They get to see how mom was able to chase her dreams while still raising her kids. Your kids get to see how you go through struggles and how you go through challenges and adversities, because in turn it teaches them how to go about it, hopefully in a healthy way. But anyways, I just want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you stick around and see me graduate, Lord willing, giving it all to God, in May of 2026. So yeah, I'm excited to start this new semester. I'm excited to film it with y'all, and I'm excited to hear from y'all. I love y'all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful semester if you are in nursing school or pre-nursing school. And I just wish you all the very best in whatever journey you're on. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.